You're watching StogieHolic for educational and entertainment purposes only, intended for adults 21 plus.
Last time the owner walked through here real quick. This time I'm gonna go ahead and walk through and pick out my own stick. Well, I guess I did pick my own stick out last time. But he told you a little bit about the humidor. It's a nice size. I wouldn't say they have the biggest selection of cigars, but they damn sure gets pretty close to the biggest selection of cigars of all the places I've been. I like this middle aisle. It kind of reminds me like if you're walking into a walk-in closet. Imagine if this was your walk-in closet, you know, in your house. So you got a humidor in your house, a humidor room, fully equipped, rabbit and all, so that way the air is filtered properly. But this is your walk-in humidor. You know what I'm saying? You never have to go nowhere. You just wake up, get you a cup of coffee, and come pick you something to smoke. So that's what this is like to me. Look at that. For y'all to like the Cohibas. See that price tag? Got you some glasses. Oh wow. Wheeler or Weller, depending on how you want to pronounce that. There was a stick in here the guy showed me and I was like, damn, the price was like really, really, really up there. Got the Rocky Patels. And that's a dark leathery motherfucking wrap right there. Look at this. It's another Rocky Patel. Another Rocky Patel. So, got quite a few of them. Quite a few Rockies going on. You can see the prices of them. Now, there are some Rockies that's cheaper than that. You know, like here you go. 14. So, for somebody to look and be like, damn, I didn't know they. No, they're all not that expensive. There are a few that's obtainable, as you can see. But gave you a real quick look. Now it's time for me to find what I want. Now, this is the first one of the day. People know that I like my Deadwood Dames. I have one of these at home. I ain't smoked it yet. Maybe I should get one of those and try it. This was my very first cigar. That right there. I like that. That was a pretty good smoke. I ain't had one in a while. You got your other Drew Estates here. I hear that these are supposed to be good. Now, I do like the blues. Tobacs. Y'all know I like my tobacs. Have Olivas. I've had these, but the smaller version of those. So, they were just okay. I'm not a big fan of the O series, but the O series I had, you know, it could be just the ones I had. I didn't have a Maduro. So, that's not really saying much. Got my father's cigar of the year, if I'm not mistaken. That is a good smoke. If you hadn't had a My Father with the blue, you need to go and try one. That is a damn good smoke. I've had the green before, and I've had the orange. Never had a red. So, assuming that's a My Father, hell, it's smack dead in the middle. Never had one without a band on it either. So, there's that. So, I haven't had a nub in a while. Should I start off with a nub and then end it with something else? Got the nub nuance triple roast. I think I got me a winner. So this is going to be my first one. I got a bottle of wine. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy with this. So I'm going to be here for a while. This may be a long episode. It may not be a long episode. We're just going to find out. Also, I'm going to put this out here. First smoke of the year. So the nub never had a triple roast. It's just going to be my starter. But we need something that's like special to kick the year off. I do like LFDs. So I might have to get my man in here. I'm going to call him brother. I think his name is Alex. I ain't really good with names, so I'm just going to put that out there. Look at the leathery on that. Yeah, Gurkhas are pretty good too. Here, God, I like those. Some of them. I don't want to make it seem like I like all Gurkhas. What do I want? I wish I was live. That way y'all can be like, hey, try this. Got this Monte Cristo Epic. Then a smaller Epic. We ain't going back to the white series. We need something that says, Welcome New Year. I've been wanting me a Crazy Alice. Now, I had a Timeless when I was out here. Timeless. This cigar right here, this Timeless, this one right here, is the first cigar that kicked my teeth in. I ain't gonna even lie. It had me. It really had me. So, maybe we'll go with this Timeless instead. I think that's what I'm gonna do. At the Forbidden. Opus. I was told you used to be able to get Opus for a lot cheaper. The Opus X for a lot cheaper at one point. I thought about these. Reason, I've had that one. I just reviewed that one. Y'all should go check it out. Then you got the Perfect Combination. But I don't know. I don't know what I would want as far as one of these goes. Decisions. I think I'm gonna stick with this Timeless for the moment. Got Perdomos. There are so many options. Like when you get in that first one of the year, there's just so many options to pick from. But I think I'm gonna go with what's in my hand. Let me show y'all. These two to start. Who knows? I might smoke this nub and decide to have him pick me something out. So that's what I'm gonna do real quick. Get my first start. Then I'm gonna go from there. See how I feel after I smoke this nub. If I really want to spark this Timeless, or if I want something else. Yeah, that's where we at. Oh wow, I see this. I kind of like this. I don't know why I like gift sets. Take a look at this. Oh, it's two of them up here too. So for those that like these macanudos, I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that. It could be Spanish or may not be pronounced correctly. $65 to get you a mug, so that'd be your coffee thing, or get you a lighter set, and then you got you a little gift bundle. I say gift set, shit, that's what that is, a bundle. So yeah, there's that. All right, let me go out here and pay for these. Now I'll get my bottle, and then we might see if he can pick me something out a little later. They got some bundles up here, little packs, 5 packs. They sell pipe stuff too. My grandfather used to smoke pipes. They sell pipes. You got your ashtrays, Povedas, little carrying cases, some more Gurkhas. Humidors. They even got their own humidor. I like that. I like it. Self-promotion. Then you got your Perdomo packs over on the wall. This is where I got my lighter from. So you got your lighters. Got people coming in too, so we're gonna have to hurry this one up. Humidor stuff, solutions and stuff, some cutters. Nice selection of things. So hopefully, I got TV on in the background. Hopefully I ain't gonna pick up too much. I don't really wanna have to try to get shit out. This is Cooper Hawk's January wine of the month. Y'all see I already started on it. But I haven't had a smoke with it. Why? Because I ain't had a smoke this year yet. I picked this up New Year's Eve into New Year's Day, had dinner there. It was a real bad snowstorm here, so I just came home. It's so funny because I believe you pronounce this cuvee. I could be wrong. But wait a minute. Wait for it. The server kept calling it curvy. Go figure. Anyway, now being at a good lounge, such as this one, they gave me a wine glass. Dude, I like that. And I got a big ass ashtray for my sticks. Stick 1 and stick 2. Now, we're gonna really sit here today and we're gonna talk. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna talk about some things. And yeah, I'm about to have a little fun. So I'm glad you're tuning in. StogieHolic, like, hit that subscribe, like, follow. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to leave me a comment and share me with your friends. I don't remember seeing these. These are antique bottles. The fan is on, so it's gonna get kind of loud, but that means I just have to speak up. I really love the fact that they got their own personalized humidors. Man, oh man, look at that. Now, the name La Ufficio, I believe that's how you say it. I'm sorry, I don't speak Italian, but it's Italian for office. That much I do know. I love these old antique bottles. Now, they got a fireplace. It ain't going. If we get too cold, we might have to ask them to crank that up. So, in case you guys don't remember from last time, now I'm not gonna ask them to take me into the members area. I'm not a member. Last time he gave us that tour, and actually, they're so nice. When I tell you they just, it's like really cool. They will honestly, see, this is where the members area is back there. I don't know if he just did it because it was my first time here, so I don't want to give somebody the impression y'all come popping up talking about, hey, I heard I could. No, don't take my words and think that. A lot of seating in here. A lot of seating in here. Anyway, they pretty much had let me and my cousin smoke back there because there was nobody here. No members, no non-members, nobody. We came in on a game day, and apparently people was out probably barbecuing. It was one of the last good weekends here in the Cleveland area before it got cold. So they probably was out, grilling and watching the Browns play. So there's that. I'm hoping this triple is good. I don't want to start my first smoke of the year out and it be a bad one, because I've had some bad smokes last year. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all about it. I also got a little better with my cut. One thing I was told, so I'm so glad I run into a lot of people who's willing to teach newbies some things, was cut it. You see some people, they get their cutter out and they go like, and I was told just cut it. What y'all see. And there you have it. Just cut it and it'll do right. Sorry about that. I remember once, as a newbie, I'm gonna stop calling myself that in a minute. Left that damn thing on. Was about to light it on up. Man, that footer band. I also was grateful enough to learn from folks that you don't want to put the blue on your thing. You see how far back I am? Let me show y'all. For those other people who might just be starting out, you ain't got to be all up on your cigar to toast it. Shit, you ain't got to be all up on the light. You can light it from the same distance. Okay, so everybody want to tell you their favorite cigar of the year. Top this, top that. I'm gonna tell you which ones I didn't like. First time I had one, the Perdomo 10th anniversary champagne. I liked it. Second time I had it, not so much. I didn't like it then. It just really wasn't hitting. So I didn't want to be a quitter. I told you guys I don't like quitting. So I thought about it based on what I was told. I was told that I smoked it wrong. I actually had that after I think I had a Maduro. Whatever it was darker shade. I want to say it was a Maduro. And I was told that you should never smoke a Connecticut after smoking a Maduro. What you should do is start out milder and then go up if that's what you plan to do for your day. You should not go from, say, like a full body and go back down to a medium or mild or light body cigar, because it just won't work. Your palate already got ready for that heavier, bolder, smoke. As y'all see, I don't need no Connecticut to start out my day no more. I used to, not anymore. We'll let that air out a little bit. See what it's like. I'll let y'all know what that wine is like with this stick. Okay, I ain't no singer either. So that was one. Another. These are all Connecticut's, I think, that I didn't like. Nope. Rocky Patel barrel age. I ain't like that either. Now, years ago, I don't count this as being a cigar smoker, but I've tried cigars before, like a long time ago, and I tried Swisher Sweet. That's what that Rocky Patel reminded me of. And Swisher, when I say that, there are some cigars that would turn me off of smoking cigars if I had to smoke them first. So if I smoked what was supposed to be a premium cigar, Rocky Patel, before I had anything else, I might not want to smoke no more cigars. That Swisher Sweet, just like, I don't get it. It's garbage. Swisher Sweet to me is like any gas station cigar. This is what I picture. You got your wine. You got you the brick. It could be Wild Eye, it could be MD, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Swisher Sweet is the MD of cigars to me. I'm just saying, look, if that's your thing, that's what you like, do you. I ain't gonna knock you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like them back in the day. They were really only good for one thing and one thing only. See, those two I really wasn't feeling. There's another Connecticut. I just can't think of what it is now, offhand. Was it a Monte Cristo? Because I haven't had a white series in a while. I do like the Dominicana, so I don't want to make it sound like I don't like any Connecticut's. But those two are definitely two cigars I didn't like last year. I'm gonna go home and make a list, but really sit down and think about what I did and did not like. Now, what I did like, all the Deadwood Dames that I've tried them all. So I'm just gonna be honest. Now, they do have a pack out. I don't know what the difference is, but they got, like, if you buy a box of them, they'll be in different colors on the labels. So I haven't had those, but all the rest of them I've had, and so far I like them. However, I don't know what my least favorite of those would be. I really don't. I like them all. Now, I know people just swear by Fat Bottom, but all of them was pretty good to me. Here's something I probably wouldn't buy again. Not that I dislike it, but I ain't like it like I did the first time I had one. I might still buy this. It would be a rarity if I buy it. The Candela Cuba was just okay the second time around. It's not bad. Start your year off with something small with a nice little mellow flavor to it. Triple roast. I don't know if it's supposed to taste like coffee, and then the other group is coming in. So how do you rate these? They can't say thirds because there ain't much there. I think the philosophy is that you're supposed to get that punch right off the rip instead of it actually taking time. Let me let him finish his tour and I'll be back. So he's taking him in the back for the tour. Yeah. Something else I probably wouldn't buy again is the Padron barrel age. I believe that's what it was. The Padron. I believe that's what the stick was, but it was just okay. I'm saying Patron, but I don't think that's it. Anyway, it was just okay to me. At the end of this, I'll let you guys know what it is. Perdomo, that's what it was. Perdomo. It was just okay. I was supposed to be infused flavor. I didn't get it. There are a few sticks that's supposed to be infused, and I didn't really get what was supposed to be there. And I don't know, that's because when you think of infused, like for me, I think of those like Drew Estates or Tantianas, is that what they call it? A little skinny. They may make it bigger, but they almost like Lanceros, but I don't think they're as long as a Lancero. And they're thin and flavorful. Y'all probably can't even hear him. He's giving them a song and dance about membership and how you get percentage off products and how you're able to go in the back, yada, yada, yada. A sales pitch, but let me let him finish and I'll jump back on. All right, cool. I try not to talk too loud too. Let me put the mic up a little bit there. Put it on my start. How's it going? Much better, much better. I had a member just walk in. It's the first member I ever seen here. Pretty cool. Now I will say this. Out of all the lounges I've been to, this is still by far the best one to me in the Cleveland area. And there's a newer one than this, which is better than the one down the street from it, aesthetically. And it has a bar, so you ain't gotta worry about BYOB. They actually have a license, so they serve liquor. Downfall is their wine is cheap. I wouldn't suggest it if you're a wine drinker to order a glass of wine from there. Now I have, but I tried what they have that I ain't never had, and they're at the low end theory of wine. So I'm really looking forward to this year. Got a lot of things that I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna try to bop into a couple of other lounges, and yes, I did say bop into them. I'm sorry, old school hip hop term, bopping. I'm gonna bop my ass on over to a couple of these lounges in the area. And whenever I'm out of town, we're gonna do it like I do wine. I'm gonna venture out and experiment and give you guys a reel and a lowdown on some of these lounges. So if you're in the area or if you're visiting the area, you'll know what to expect. You already know what it is. You what might be able to pick up from there. So you look at one of my walkthroughs. I can't name every stick, but if I name enough to where you see they may or may not have what it is you smoke. Now, if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you, try something new. Don't be a one stick fool. Don't be a one brand fool or whatever. Don't just be a 2-3 stick person. Venture out. Have your go-tos. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't have no go-tos. Have your go-to, but always be willing to try something new. You might find something else that you like, but staying stuck on whatever, you ain't gonna never evolve. You're gonna never evolve. Not just with your palate as far as like going from lightweight to heavyweight type sticks, but also with being able to experience different sticks. Let your palate really flourish fully. I do it with wine. I'm gonna tell people in the wine world, I'm gonna tell you in the cigar world, let that palate evolve, let it dance, let it loose, experience different things. you'll be surprised what you come across that you actually like and didn't know that you like, because you was just like, I don't want to try nothing new. I want my own regular. Well, so be it. But yeah, we got a lot of things coming up this season, or this year coming up, 2026. I think last year was my testing grounds. This year is going to be where we really like break out fully. So that being said, let me explain a little bit about StogieHolic. I'm not trying to be the individual that snobs out and tell you stuff like, I taste coffee. Neighborhood coffee with a slight little hint of backyard dirt. Oh, and rose petals. Old rose petals, not fresh ones. Nah, I smoke because I like smoking what I like to smoke. And if the flavor is nice, it's nice to me. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't harsh or too mild, if it's just right, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like smoky locks. This stick was too mild. This stick kicked my motherfucking teeth out. But this stick right here was just right. Smoky locks. But more so than that, I'm trying to encourage people how to actually enjoy the lifestyle and understand that you don't have to follow rules, because I know there's snob rules. I don't do them. And wine, I ain't doing them with cigars. You don't have to follow rules. You make your rules according to what it is you like. Your wallet, your pace of smoking, and your palate. That's what you make rules on. You buy what you want and experiment with what you want, with what it is you're willing to tolerate. And the only way you're going to know what it is you're willing to tolerate is to try and talk to people. I ain't talking about those that's going to try to steer you and be like, hey, well, you should know. Talk to a tobaccist, because they out to make money. Let's just keep it real. They own a damn cigar lounge, or they work in a cigar lounge. They trying to make some sales. But they're not going to sell you something that you ain't going to fucking be feeling purposely. Now, they'll talk to you and make suggestions based on where you are. Because if they give you something they damn sure know is going to kick your teeth out, you might not return. That don't make no sense. Why would you kill a sale? So yeah, talk to them. So StogieHolic is on that. I'm a little on the silly side sometimes, so we're trying to bring a little humor. I'm not trying to be serious. So when you're looking at me and you see, hey, he's talking to me like he's just talking to somebody, you're right. You're right. I'm just having a conversation with you. I ain't sitting up here trying to be that guy that's trying to sell you everything, or trying to be, well, this stick and start bringing. I don't care about all that. I'll tell you how I feel about a stick and let you know that you should try it. I'm not going to tell you to buy nothing. I'm just going to suggest. That's it. Make suggestions. This does remind me of coffee, I'm going to be honest. But those suggestions also is tied to the fact that I'm learning. So for newbies out there, you can learn with me. I explain how I'm like doing things to some degree. To some of it, I don't know how I'm doing it. When I retrohale, I have no clue. When I actually try to retrohale, it don't work. Every now and then I'll just do it and it'll happen. But when I'm literally concentrated on actually trying to do it, I can't do it. So I tell people I can't retrohale. We're just gonna leave it at that for the moment. But the different flavors and stuff that I get, I'll tell you. But keep in mind, your palate's different from mine. You may not get them same ones, which is why I'm not about to snob out on those cigars and say, hey, I don't do it with wine. Some things I taste in wine, other people don't taste. Now, it's all subject to your palate. You may have a wine that has flavors of blackberry, cherries, let's say, I don't know, smokiness, earthiness or something. You might only pick up on the cherries and earthiness. You might only pick up on earthiness. Who knows? That don't mean the other flavors aren't there. It's just what your palate is more tuned to picking up. Because I get a little chocolate on this right here too. And it may not even probably be in there, but that's what I'm getting. It also could be the fact that I'm actually smoking and drinking this with this wine. So they are complementing each other rather well. I likes. So yeah, we're gonna have fun with what it is I'm doing. I'm not trying to be like everybody else and just tell you about a cigar review. I will review them on my terms on how I feel about them. No way, shape, form, or fashion am I trying to convince you that my suggestions or my reviews or my thoughts or opinions is rock solid. They're mine. That's it. You got to get your own. Formulate those, and that'll help you grow. So yeah, hit that subscribe, the notification icon. Give me a thumbs up. If you don't do nothing else, give me a thumbs up. That'll help me go with other people. You know, I see there's some haters out there, but hey, that's cool. You have them. Drop me a comment. For those that's comment already, I already appreciate those. I really appreciate you for dropping comments. I've had all positive comments so far. So yeah, I like that. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to the top. Till next time, y'all know how I do. I'm gonna probably hop back on. So I don't know what I'm saying the next time because we still got this timeless to talk about. I'm gonna finish this nub. I'm gonna hop on with timeless. Sorry for the long ass episode. I just go straight through. I don't write no script. That's why sometimes y'all hear that cat and I don't even cut it out. I just let you know. I stumble. It's like the cat got my tongue. I just let you know the cat got my tongue again. Sorry, I don't even know the cat. For some odd reason, he keep grabbing my tongue sometimes. So yeah, we're gonna just roll with it. I'm talking like if I'm talking to you. If you're in person, you can't go back and script your damn conversation and cut out. If somebody heard it, they heard it. That's what it is. That's what it is with StogieHolic. That's what it is with Wineaholic too. So somehow reading this damn, even though it ain't that heavy, it's pulling my scarf. It's getting pulled down by this mic. We'll be back with that timeless. So I'll see y'all in a few. Man, nubs get hot. Apparently, it's nice. I'm enjoying this. It still has that nice flavor. You know what I'm saying? If you like nubs, then y'all already know. Nubs get straight to the point. Ain't no bullshit, and you ain't got that first, third talking about peppery notes. Let me get to the second, third to see what is really going on. Nah, it's there. I like them. I'm gonna be honest, I really do. And this does still remind me, I should say mocha, because I told you some coffee there, but also for me personally, a little hint of chocolate. That would make it a mocha, right? Right? Y'all who drink coffee know, right? That's what it is, a mocha. And first glass gone. So I guess I'm done with this. We're gonna maybe wait 2 minutes. We'll get that timeless going. I'll throw that bitch on the floor. Cigar abuse. So yeah, this is pretty good. If you haven't had a nub, now, like I said, I just make suggestions. I ain't telling you what to go do. You do what you want to do. It's your money, your palate. Smoke your sticks. You know, there's probably people out there that don't like nubs like this. People who don't like flavored cigars. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever floats your boat. But if you're a newbie and you're still learning, I would say try a nub. You might like it. I like them. I will say this though. When I first tried one, someone like, a nub is good when you don't have a long time to smoke. Okay, so we're gonna really nip that one in the ass. If you had a 6-inch cigar of the same ring gauge, I don't know what the ring gauge on these are, so I'm gonna go on a limb and say if you had a 6x60 Toro or something, yes, it is quicker than that. But don't go buy no nub thinking you gonna smoke this in 15-20 minutes. That ain't gonna happen. You still need to be able to take your time with a nub. A nub is not a cigar you go buy because you want something quick to smoke. You still smoke it like you smoke any other cigar, get in the moment and chill. You don't smoke it like you about to run a sprint. Now, it may not be a marathon, but it damn sure ain't a sprint. It may be close to a mile or something, you know what I'm saying? You still gonna take your time with this. You're not gonna race through no nub. I'm just gonna put that out there. I am still Mr. Puff Puff Draw. Puff. Puff. Draw. I'm just saying, that's who I am. So we're going. I got all this stuff. Oh, I can show y'all. Let me get down deeper. I got this little table and all my stuff, my phone, the cutter, my lighter just fell over. You can kind of see the glass over here. Everything is like within my little vicinity, so it's kind of congested. So no, that's not wine talk there. Just knocking shit over. It's because I'm on a little table and ain't got no room. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and knock this off. As you see, it's down to it, and I'm gonna take this like pinch it. I'm gonna be honest, because nubs, I mean, ain't much there, so you might as well get all you can out of it. And you know what? I'm gonna show y'all just this once, how you get your money's worth. I'll be back when I get down to that money worth shot. All right, so we got a little cracking going on, and it's getting hot on my hands, on my fingers. So I'm gonna show y'all where we at. When I puff, that heat started to hit that thumb a little bit. I have to keep switching. But when I really want to go in here and knock them off and kill them, I smoke them as far down as I can to where I can't really hold it no more. I learned how to do that from college days. We'll just say that. Some of y'all who've been to college, or you ain't been to college, you know what I'm talking about. Uh-oh, a little too high, sorry, let me break it down. You know what I could do is just zoom in a little bit. I'm sorry, y'all, I don't know why I ain't do this. I don't even know why I ain't using my phone, because I could make it a lot easier. But y'all know what time it is? Time for that timeless. We're gonna be sparking this up shortly. So for y'all who ain't never had no timeless, I don't think I've ever seen anybody post timeless. We're gonna get that timeless going. I also got my travel cutter. Remember I told y'all gotta have a couple cutters with you. So this is the one I keep in my truck. But y'all know my favorite lighter got that punch. I don't know, should I punch or should I cut? Stay tuned and find out how we get this baby right here going. Timeless. Hopefully this one won't kick me in the teeth. If it do, that means I'm just gonna have to sit and chill just a wee bit longer. Good thing I got wine left. StogieHolic, baby. Also collaborating with the Wineaholic. You know that's my Wineaholic line. Wineaholic, baby. Y'all know with Stogie, you gotta be easy. So let me show y'all a little something. I'm sorry. I told y'all I'm a little on the silly side at times. I don't know why. I'm just not using my phone. That would make shit a lot easier. A whole lot easier. Yeah, I want y'all to see that. We getting prepared, baby. The glass is empty, but the glass is about to be full of wine, and I'm gonna pair that damn wine with the timeless. And we're gonna see how good those two pair together, as well as how good that timeless is gonna be. So stick around. Sorry for the long episode. It's a 2-stick day, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully your New Year start off as good as mine. Got my wine glass going on. Let y'all see. We starting the phone off so that way I ain't gotta keep reaching out to adjust. I can just really do a quick adjustment. So if you see me looking down, such as right now, then that's what it is. But that way, if I want to zoom in, I can do zoom in without having to reach out. I can zoom out without having to reach out. And then if I want to change the angle of the camera, same thing. So if I want y'all to see my wine glass, you know what I'm saying? And let's say I was gonna do something like that. There y'all have it. Now, the only downfall in which I am going to have to a couple of times like jump off is because I ought to break my other light out too. I think I can put a little bit more light on me. I gotta take some pictures. I gotta get some pictures out for the IG page. Now, some of the shorts, when I started making them, you know, shorts can go on YouTube and they can go on Instagram. So yeah, all that. But before, after. It's not like a real big thing, but it's enough. So you can kind of see that, put a little bit more light on that side. Let me crank this up a little bit. Just enough to take that shadow fully off my face over here on my left, or I guess might look like the right to you, without fully taking the shadow off. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do that. Do that there. Gotta get this cut going on. Sorry. Cutting over the ashtray. Remember now, you ain't gotta get the blue flame all the way up to your cigar to toast it. You can toast from afar, so to speak. I kind of like to go around in circles sometimes, but I've seen when people like twist their cigars too. I just kind of like just to get a, you know, where I see it and go around that little circle. Now I do turn a little bit while I'm lighting it. I will say that. Oh wow, much a different beast. This seemed to be a little bit more milder than that damn nub, but that's probably because it's flavorless or not infused, I guess is the proper way of saying that. I'm gonna have to go across the street and get me some lunch. Michelangelo's Winery is across the street. So I'm probably gonna go over there and find me something to eat on real quick once I'm done with this. But y'all see this puppy right here? I told y'all it's gonna be a long episode. Maybe I'll make 2 episodes out of it. You know, I've seen with people on YouTube film something real long and then they chop it up. So if you ain't really trying to watch the extra, you can just catch a little shorter version. Not saying it's a short version of a short or short to the shorty of shorts, but something more manageable. So they'll chop it up into like a 5 to 10 minute clip and still have that 30+ minute long version. That's probably what's gonna happen here. Matter of fact, if y'all think I should do that with all of them, drop a comment. See, I ain't got no cat. And if I did, I damn sure wouldn't have it here. What? Drop a comment below and let me know if y'all think I should be doing little short 5-10 minute clips of my stuff. And I don't mean shorts where I put them out in like a minute or less, you know, or 2 minutes. Have y'all noticed that people dropping shorts that's like 3-4 minutes long? That ain't a short at that point to me, personally. So yeah, I drop my shorts sometimes. They might only be like, sorry, prop my phone up. They might only be like a minute and a half. Yeah, I want to keep them under 90 seconds, personally. I'm just saying. Okay, after smoking that, wow, I think this one is going to warrant me to sit still. Maybe not by itself, but the combination. But yeah, it's milder flavor-wise than that nub. I don't know about like strength-wise, but flavor-wise. So let's see. Just like the nub, there's no pepper notes. At first, when I first started smoking cigars, that pepper shit was getting me for a minute. It's like, how the hell you taste pepper in this damn thing? It's a cigar. Should you really taste pepper? Motherfucker. I say up. I want you up. Are you really supposed to taste pepper? I mean, I guess now I know there is a thing, you taste pepper. But at first, it's like, what the hell? I thought I was smoking a cigar. Apparently, I got lemon pepper, tuna, salmon going on. Pescatarian, I'm sorry. I could say steak, but we're going to tell you how I feel about that in this. I'm a Tanninite. That nub mellowed them out. It wasn't a good combination, but it mellowed the tannins out. these two, got timeless. We got some red wine. I'm gonna try this again, cause I could swear this just brought the tannins out. And I love me some tannins. We're gonna try that one more again. Y'all see a little bit of smoke came out? Just a little bit. Let's see. I think I made a winner. Okay, so we have this timeless prestige here. We're gonna call it the yellow band timeless, and we get a good glimpse of that real quick again. When I drank this wine the very first time, even last night when I drank some, now I had some at Cooper Hawk. This is Cooper Hawk's wine of the month once again for January. You're gonna have to see, well, I guess you know what? We're gonna talk about it right here. I liked it because it was nice. It had smooth tannins. It seemed to be well balanced. I wouldn't call it full body. However, with this cigar, but it went well with my meal. Last night I just had a couple of glasses, a little small, not even big glass like that, little small glass I use when I'm doing reviews at the old house there. It was nice and mellow wine. Now that I'm having it with this stogie, it's bringing the tannins out. So this is one of the reasons why I like wine along with my sticks. Oh, I also took that thing off here. It was kept pulling my damn scarf down. Shit, I don't want that to happen. I wanted to like stay where it's at. So now that I'm having it with this one here, it's bringing those tannins out, and I like tannins. I kind of like that. We're going to get into some flavoring with this. So when you're drinking your favorite drink with a cigar, it should enhance that. You know, they should complement each other. So the drink should enhance cigar as well as cigar enhancing your drink. It shouldn't be one over the other. And this is a nice smooth cigar. This might be like what I would go to over Connecticut, honestly. It's kind of giving me a Connecticut, maybe a Cameroon vibe. I shouldn't say Connecticut vibe because it's not. It's mild as it's not mild like a Connecticut, but it is giving me that Connecticut vibe, kind of sort of. It's nice and smooth, mellow cigar, and I really am enjoying how it's bringing out the flavor in this wine. Got some fruit notes in there. I want to say kind of plummy, but that's probably not it. Maybe a little bit more jammy. Nice smell to it. Smooth on the back of the palate. Your mid palate. It's picking up a nice fruit flavor to it. A slight little tartness to it, but not a whole lot. It's not fucking it up. Them tannins. If you like tannins, you might like this combination here. We're gonna get into the real flavor of this cigar though. So I'm gonna go ahead, ash is just dropping slightly, not a whole lot, just a little bit. We're gonna get past that first third, so to speak. And I'm gonna pop back on when I start really getting into the flavor of it and let you know how I feel about the two. Once we get down into it, then we should really have something. And then once I get that first band, see, it's a two bander. Once I get that first band off and get down to the nitty gritty, the bottom, to the bottom of that cigar, and we'll really talk. So I'm gonna go in ahead and enjoy a little bit more of this, and I'll be back. While we're waiting for me to get down to that other third, got the fireplace lit. Maybe next time, here, y'all tell me what y'all think. Maybe next, we'll put it over here. Maybe next time we'll sit by the fireplace. Oh, a little bit of warmth coming off that bitch right there. StogieHolic, enjoying a nice fire along with my time to stick. Okay, look, I'm gonna show y'all something else, because I think this is a good addition. So each table next to where the seating areas are, now don't get me wrong, I ain't make it sound like there's a whole bunch of these, but it's enough. They all have a little charger. And you see the one back there, in between those two chairs, it also has a charger on it. So you got your phone, one over there. Let me zoom in on that for y'all. Also has a charger. You in here with your phone, and then there's one over here. There was an older couple sitting in here. They just got up and left, so one over in that corner. So each one of your areas, if you want to be able to charge your phone, you can do so. I like that. I like that little addition. It helps out a lot. You know what I'm saying? When you're coming out and you want to be able to charge your stuff. Now, I didn't know this. If I did, I'd have brought me some cables. That way I can keep stuff going, like my phone or whatever. I ain't worried about them dying, because I doubt it'll die the amount of time I'm actually filming. But you could just keep your stuff charged while you enjoy your stick. That is a good addition. I have not seen that in any other lounge I've been into locally. Sorry about that. I've been to a few of them locally, and this is the only one I've seen that actually has that feature. I like that. Just thought I'd pop in real quick. I ain't got down. I ain't got to that first third yet, so I'll be back. They say that's a sign of a good quality cigar. Now, I did take a little off for a picture, so that way I can get that amber lit up nice. I don't know if that's what you call them, a cigar, but that's what we gonna call it today. I wanted that nice orange glow in my picture. But it was when I first lit it, so it was shortly after I told y'all I'll be back. And we might be past into that first third, it might be into that second third right about now. So, it's still smooth. I like it. This is a nice timeless. The other one was nice too. Man, oh man. When you get kicked, you gotta sit still for a minute. And it crept up on me. I didn't know. I was on my way home and started getting a little nauseous and lightheaded. It's like, damn, what did it do? What did it do? I'm sorry, I ain't even got the same angle. I moved the camera because y'all saw me walking around. I wanted to show you a little something. I really like the idea of them tables. I'm gonna remember to bring me a charger next time I come in, just in case. It's a good stick. Do I recommend it for newbies? If you feel like it's time for you to start venturing out a little bit more, get you that yellow label timeless. You know what I'm saying? Yellow label one, because I told you the other one, full body. If you ain't ready for it, it ain't nothing nice. So yeah, I would look. Forgot to turn the light back on. I would literally say this one is a yay. The first one is a nay if you're new to this and you're not ready for a full body cigar. This one, I'd suggest it. It pairs well with my wine. I would. Outside of wine, I'll be honest, I'll probably get some Japanese whiskey with this. I might even have some tequila. Nope. Mezcal. Mezcal with this one. You want that little smokiness. You want that smoke to come on out. And I bet you it'll bring that flavor, that mezcal a little bit more. I probably would do it with that. I don't want to drop no brands because I'm this StogieHolic. This ain't Liquorholic. I would probably though get me a good bourbon or whiskey with this. I don't mean like the everyday brand that you see out there that a lot of people want to be sipping on. I mean something good like the Glen, Fittage, Livet, don't matter. Somewhere like 12, 15 year type thing. We talking about some higher end, but I say I won't drop no brands, but I'm sorry. It's kind of hard to tell you without really name dropping. Some good Buffalo Trace. Yep. Might do some of that with this here. Maybe even a Gentleman Jack, maybe a Johnny Walker, like higher end. Get you that green label, maybe even blue label if that's what you want to go do. Something that's nice, smooth, mild, mellow, smoky. It's going to bring out some of that barrel flavor. I would do with this, but I also would smoke this with a cup of coffee with some bourbon cream in it. Let's just keep it 100. Buffalo Trace makes some good bourbon cream. I like theirs. I'll throw theirs off. A nice cup of coffee. Light this up. On a nice warm day on my patio, when I got me a good hour and a half to contemplate some content, probably film a little bit, you know, go do some brainstorming on some other things that I got in the works. Oh yeah, that'd be pretty good. If I do say so myself, I'm feeling this. You can see that little line, let me show you. Yeah, I gotta get my face out of there. You see that little seam from the stem, it go down into that ash. I was told, actually I saw a video, so I really wasn't told, but I guess I was told indirectly that sometimes they leave those like stems to go up between the leaves to help with the burn. It's more, I guess you see them in the wrapper, but not no real thick ones. The real big thick ones normally I guess are in the filler, and they only try to leave one. I don't see one in here. A couple of times I smoked and I've actually seen it when it's sticking out. Right, the ash drop off and you got the little piece sticking out. It's kind of thick. Help control the burn from what I had saw. But I really like this. This is really pretty to me. I'm gonna get y'all. I'm sorry. We're gonna get y'all in on that. Look at that. Look at that. It's got a nice color to it. It's kind of leathery. Look at it. Feels kind of leathery in your fingers, so it feels pretty nice. It's smoking good. The flavor is mild. Now I can't get into like if it tastes like this or it tastes like that. I ain't got no caramel flavors or nothing like that. I just got a nice mild cigar type flavor. Also because I'm drinking this wine. But for you wine drinkers out there, this is literally bringing the tannins out. I don't know what it would be like with a high tannic wine, like something higher than this. But because it's I don't know if this is old world. It should be old world, but it says wines of the world. But Cuvée is normally from France. Let's see. Product of France, Chile, Italy, Australia, and the USA. So I'm gonna break down what they say this is. This is from Cooper Hawk. This isn't me. It's a red wine blend, sourced from world-renowned vineyards. This plush red is bursting with notes of plum. I told y'all plum. I knew it. Blackberry. Did I say blackberry or raspberry? Well, anyway, cocoa. I can see a little bit, just a little bit. Shaped by soil across the globe. This extraordinary grape when it should be grapes, owes its name and piece of its legacy to the French blackbird, Cuvée. Not curvy. I doubt she's watching this, but it ain't curvy. Now, this is where it came from. We're gonna break it down one more time with percentages, the percentages. So, product of France, 39%, Chile, 26%, Italy, 17%, Australia, land down under, 13% in the US, 5% from the US. This makes it, oh wow. I'm trying to add these percentages up because we are looking at roughly little less than a 50-50 here. If you count Chile, Australia, and the US, we're looking at about 44% New World, which means the rest of it, 56%, is all Old World. So, would you call this an Old World wine or a New World wine? Not sure. I don't think I've ever had a blend that came from like Old World, New World combination. If I have, I didn't know it. It's pretty good. I like that. And it's Cooper Hawk's Wine of the Month. So if you have a membership or if you don't, go in and get you a glass. You might like it. That's still holding. Look at that ash. That ash still hold. Look. I wanted y'all to see that the ash is literally holding up because it's still lit. Timeless. I like them. I ain't gonna even lie. And it ain't even got that like curve fully yet. It's curving a little bit, but not a whole lot. That curve let me know when I need to flick because I'll drop an ash on me. I ain't gonna lie. I've done plenty of ashes before, which is why I'm also holding it over the ashtray more than I normally do because I don't want to put that in there. I normally do, and I don't want that to drop on me. I'm just gonna be real about it. So yeah, so the wine is pretty good. I liked it. I really like how I brought the tannins out. I don't know if I want another glass of wine though. That's 2 glasses already. But lunch at a wine restaurant, I might just have to. Might have to go to the men's room too. 2 glasses of wine. Y'all get where I'm going. All right. Got to talking to Alex, who is the tobacconist. Literally, dude is certified. Didn't know that. We're gonna have to sit down and chop it up. Me and him gonna have a conversation. His brother, who's the owner, who also just got certified. He said he just got his today. But because I was running my mouth, the cigar went out. You know, you should hit these things every 30 to 60 seconds when you're running your mouth for a good 5-10 minutes. So this is something I learned. When you relight your sticks, it's for the newbies. Unless you're somebody who's been in it for a while and never had this happen or just don't know, I can't imagine that is the case. When you're puffing in, blow out too. Blow out, don't just puff in when you relight. Just when you relight something that's already been lit for a minute. Now, I was just told Cigar Aficionados gave this 10th in their top 25 for 2025. Timeless. Well, not this one. I think it was the other Timeless. But nonetheless, try your timeless if you never have. I really suggest it. Get my phone back out. My phone go off constantly. I'm constantly checking, posting, updating. Content creation is a lot of work. Not hard work, don't get me wrong. Don't make it seem like it's strenuous, because it's not. It's rewarding, but it's a lot of work. You have to stay up on top of what it is you're doing. So your favorite content creator, if it's not me, I get it, fine, I'm starting out. I ain't gonna hate on you for it. But if you made it this far, your favorite content creator, keep liking their videos if you like them. I mean, don't just watch them. Give them a thumbs up. If you're on IG, hit that little heart. You know, show them some appreciation, because they put a lot of work into this. You really want to show them that you appreciate the hard work and time they put into, well, the lot of work and time that they put into creating something to bring to you. This is really a good cigar. I told you, me and Alex gonna kick it. I'm gonna chop it up. He's over there doing some work now. I like to say what's up to all my followers so far. I appreciate you. I'm glad you guys are joining me. Share me with your friends. Give me a thumbs up on this one here. Sorry for it being so long, but it's a double sticker. A lot of people only do one stick. This is my New Year's breakout video, first episode of 2026. So yes, we're double sticking it. We won't double stick the rest of them, I guarantee you that. Got a little collab with this Cooper Hawk wine. Oh man, I'm not a plum eater, but that there, now plum juice I wouldn't just drink. But wine that has a little plum flavor to it, I like that. And I love red. Anybody who knows, who's been watching the StogieHolic knows that I love red blends. So that's probably why I'm really feeling that. I got another bottle of that at home. We're gonna let that sit for a while before we open it up and see what happens. Yeah, I like that there. Here, hold on. Let me give it to y'all like this so you fully understand the full effects. I like me some of this here wine, that timeless, this Cuvée Global Red Blend is hitting that palate just fucking right. And this timeless right here, it brings them tannins out so smooth, baby. It's like a whole nother world. Okay, yeah, so I need y'all to subscribe, for real. I'm going to get to 100 subscribers. I like to get to 100 subscribers, lickety split. So that way we can get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of January if possible. But by mid-February, we really love it. Why? Why not? And then we get to 1,000, we're going to see if we can get y'all to get me. Note what I'm saying, because without your help, I can't get there. Get y'all to get me to 10K. Then from 10K to 50K, 50K to 100K. And 100K, we just gonna start doubling from there. 200K, 400K, 800K, you know what I'm saying? All the way up to that million. That's what we're trying to do. Why? Why not? Why not? Do you really want to look at them stuck-up snobbish ass cigar aficionados nonstop? Or do you really want to look at a laid-back, chill ass aficionado who's really bringing it to you? I'm gonna go get certified for y'all. So that way, when I bring it to you, not only am I bringing some real, but I'm also gonna know exactly how to word it so you will understand as newbies. I'm not just going after those seasoned people. I get it, seasoned cats wanna look at it and be like, well, how do you feel about this timeless? I love it. But newbies, how do you feel about the timeless? Well, I suggest that you try it. That's what we're going for. Just let y'all know. We're gonna get this label off in a minute. Y'all see where I'm at, sorry. I know I'm jaw jacking a lot, but I'm enjoying myself, and I hope you're enjoying me too. We're gonna get this label off and I'll be back. That's why I should have that phone going. That's why I should have had the phone going on. I don't know how come I keep forgetting to cut this mic on. All right, so I got the first band off. We're getting down, but we got more people coming in, so we're gonna have to wrap this episode up. Not to say that I need to, but I don't want to disturb other people. It's called etiquettes. Cigar lounge etiquette. You should not disturb other people. Let them enjoy their cigar like you enjoy yours. Timeless is still smooth. It's like a fine wine. Still smooth all the way from beginning to end. I really enjoyed this smoke. I'm gonna let y'all see. So I normally smoke down through my fingers, about an inch. I think it's probably about an inch long, maybe a little bit, the top part. So once we get to the other band, I'll be done anyway. So we're looking at being into that lower third. No peppery notes, still mild, still smooth. I would highly suggest this for someone starting out who has not really ventured off into heavy smoking yet. It would still be nice for you, ain't gonna kick you in the teeth. But what I just learned from Alex over here, get you some sugar, so like a peppermint or something. You're feeling nauseous after you smoke, just some peppermint inside your system, something to spike the sugar up just a little bit. You want to take that nauseous away. Now you learn something new. So, glad you joined me. Once again, the notification icon, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. People like taking that label off. I guess we're gonna end this one with the label on it. Till next time, be easy.
Thank you for watching StogieHolic.